Hey guys, it's Talia, and it is 10:20 p.m. and I am on page 104 of Lord of Shadows. I'm really liking it. I'm liking it more than Lady Midnight, which is good, because Lady Midnight I really liked, but it was really slow to get into, and this one I feel like is picking up. And the characters that are introduced, I'm just loving. Like, I love Kit. My favorite parts of the book so far are the ones with Livy, Ty, and Kit. And I just love that dynamic, and I'm kind of curious as to whether they're like Ty and Kit are gonna get together, or if Ty and Livy are gonna get together, because there was a line once where Ty was like saying he was nervous around Livy, so interesting. And anyway, I don't want to make this a spoilery vlog. I just wanted to say where I'm at, 104, and it is Monday, and I'm going to a Cassandra Clare signing on Thursday, so I really want to finish Lord of Shadows before I go there and get Queen of Air and Darkness and meet Cassie. It'll be interesting because, it's the school year, so I'm busy and I have track and homework, but, I have to set my mind to it. I can do it. I'll let you know how it goes. So it's about 6:30 the next day, and I managed to read about 35 pages a day, which sounds like not a lot, but it was actually quite a feat because, like, I'm typically busy during the school day. I don't really have time to read, but, like, between classes and every time a teacher was like, all right, get out this sheet of paper, I was like, that was what I looked like. And and it's kind of later. I wanted to catch you guys up earlier, but I had track after school, and then I had to go straight from track to an appointment, and I just got home. So I'm going to pick up the book again. I have some questions that, if you guys know the answer, please tell me. This is still not spoilery. I'm trying not to make it a spoilery thing, but in this book they send a lot of fire messages, which it's like exactly what it sounds like a message sent through fire. And I've never heard of that in either of the two series, TMI or TID, and it doesn't sound like a new thing, as well as a travel year. Like, it seems like a normal thing for these shadow hunters to go on a travel year. They'll just like casually say, oh, where did you go on your travel year? But you never heard about a travel year in the Mortal Instruments. So, like, I know Cassie's just, like, making new things, but, like, I'm trying to just go along with it, but part of me is, like, what? Like, where is this in the other series? But whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just curious. It's still really good. I still really like it. This Emma and Julian crap is really frustrating me, like, in a good way, but also, like, what are you doing, Emma? Oh my gosh. Yeah, but anyway. So I'm on page 141. And so, I'm going to read more tonight. I have some hours left before I can go to bed. I think I can do this. Just have until Thursday. I will finish this. Morty, that is how much I've read. And I just have to read this before Thursday at 7 o'clock. I got it. Hey guys. So, I'm at track right now on an easy run, and this is probably a bad idea, but I really want to ingrain vlogging into my daily routine. Yesterday I only vlogged once, so I'm kind of sad about that, but you can only improve. So, I can't remember how much I've read since the last time I talked to you, but there's been yet another love triangle added. There are now 3 love triangles. I just got home. I don't know if that last clip made any sense whatsoever. I tried, okay, but basically what I was saying is that there are now 3 love triangles in this book, and my heart just can't handle it, okay? So my goal is to finish this book by tomorrow when I meet Cassie Clare. Today's Wednesday. Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm really far behind. I have this much left to read, and I have a lot of homework tomorrow. Like, for some reason, like, everything is due tomorrow. So, okay, I'm going to challenge myself to read as much as I can. Maybe a miracle will happen, a Christmas miracle, and I'll finish it tonight. My goal right now is to set a timer for 30 minutes and read for 30 minutes, and then do one assignment, and then read for another 30 minutes, do another assignment until everything's done, and then just read, just like marathon, sprint, read. So hopefully that happens. But if not, it's okay. It's fine. I just finished a quiz, an online quiz, and the majority of my work is done. I just need to do this one assignment that's basically just copying down a bunch of vocab, which is easy. I feel myself slowly fading, but I have to stay vigilant, okay? I am not tired. I'm not tired. I'm going to keep reading. I'm on page 205, which is a little sad, but anything is possible, okay, if you just believe. I can get through this. I'll see you on the other side. Her dress was an intricate cage of the bones of small animals fastened together with thread made of human hair. Yummy. Okay, so sorry I never updated you, but I didn't finish Lord of Shadows, but I'm not gonna think about it. Whatever. I'll finish it soon. Can't dwell on the negative. But I just got back from track, and sorry I haven't been to my mouth, that's why I look like this. I'm literally about to head out the door to the Cassie Clare signing, so hopefully I will remember to record something there and you can see it. Yay! So excited. And I just realized all these clips are literally only like 30 seconds long. I'm new to this, guys. Bear with me. This is the start of my journey as a vlogger, okay? But yeah. So excited. It's very dark out, but I just got back from the signing and it was so fun. It took forever. I was literally there for 4 hours because even though I signed up like right away and I was in like one of the very first groups to get signed, my friend just signed up last minute, so we had to wait till the very end for her to get Cassie to sign it. But anyway, lots of stuff happened, okay? Literally, I don't even know where to start. One, Renee Adier, author of The Wrath and the Dawn, was there. She was just watching the event and I was like, oh my god, is that Renee? And I was like, I think it is. And so I went up to her and got a picture, and she's so nice and pretty. I'll insert a picture here. And oh my gosh. And then, so as I was saying, I was in like, there are different lines to get the signing, so it was like A through P. So my line went up and I was standing behind this girl, and I was like, she looks kind of familiar and her voice sounds familiar, and I don't know if it's just because maybe I had a class with her at some point in my life, or she's like looks like a TV show character or something, but she kind of looks like this girl that I just started following on YouTube. And like, I don't know why I just kept saying in my head, like, I think she's that girl from YouTube that I just started watching. And then her boyfriend was with her and I heard her say her name, Peyton, and I was like, Peyton, I think that's the name of the girl I just started watching on YouTube. So I was like, hey, like, do you have a YouTube? She's like, yeah, it's Peyton Reese. And I was like, holy shit, like, oh my god, I just subscribed to you on YouTube. And it was so fun. We had like a 10-minute conversation and it was crazy. Like, I had no, she could live on the other side of the country and I wouldn't know, but she ended up right in front of me in my line, in my town. That's like, what? Like, the world is so weird. I don't get it. Anyway, let's see, books. Okay, so Cassie, she speaks so beautifully. Like, everything she says, like, that could be a book right there. Like, you don't need to edit it. There you go. It's right there. But it's so pretty. And she said some things I really liked. She's super funny. And she said this thing about love triangles, because in my previous clips, you would have seen that I don't really like love triangles. I kind of like Cassie's, but they still hurt my heart. But what Cassie said about them really spoke to me. I was like, yeah, that's how I feel. Because she was like, she doesn't love triangles the traditional sense, because they're a lot like people are nasty to each other, like, and they are doing things out of selfish reasons. But the ones that she writes are all like the people in the love triangles care about each other and care about the other person's feelings. And I was like, wow, like, I never really noticed that. That's true. So that's why I kind of like it. Also, I was majorly spoiled. I should have known since I didn't finish Lord of Shadows. This is my punishment, but I was majorly spoiled. Majorly spoiled. Like, big death, main character death. I know happens. So that's great. I'm really sad about it, but my happiness about the rest of the signing makes up for it. So I kind of feel really scatterbrained right now because, like, so much stuff just happened. I've been talking for the past 3 hours and my throat really hurts. So many things have just occurred that I'm not explaining them well. Whatever. Yeah, that's my recap. So, hey, I'm about to go to bed and I'm talking quietly because my mom is asleep in the other room, but it's almost midnight, so I'm very tired. And I just wanted to share with you some of the things that I got today. The first 3 are things that I got from the Cassandra Clare signing. They were giving out like little mini swag. I don't think that's grammatically correct, but whatever. They had these little parabatai tattoos and a little button that said Shadowhunter Army that's already on my backpack. And they also gave out this little snippet into the first book in this new series she's coming out with called The Eldest Curses, which is basically following Magnus and Alec, which is really exciting. I had no idea that she was coming out with a series about that. And apparently I'm behind in a lot of things because she's also coming out with a series following Ty, like 2 years after Queen of Air and Darkness takes place. I am very excited about that because he's my favorite character, which I don't think I ever mentioned, but he is. I decided that in this book, in the half of Lord of Shadows that I've read, but he's my favorite. And obviously, at the signing, I got Queen of Air and Darkness. Look how beautiful she is. She's gorgeous. Very big. It kind of bugs me that both Lady Midnight and Lord of Shadows, the copies that I own, are paperback, and then my last one is hard copy, but whatever, you know, it's the story that counts. So after the signing, I came home and I got some books in the mail that I ordered a while ago on Cyber Monday. So the first is The Demon King by Cinda Williams Chima, and I've heard about this for a while. Like, I feel like I've heard about it forever, and I know it has really good ratings on Goodreads, and some of my favorite booktubers love it, so I really want to give it a shot, and it sounds good. I think the cover could be better. There was actually a really pretty cover on Barnes & Noble, but it was $30. So that wasn't happening. From what I've gathered, it seems to have two different storylines. One is this guy who has these like cufflinks on his that are like magically on his wrists that like grow with him, and something about him pissing off another guy, like who's like a prince, and I'm reading the back, I'm sorry. So the guy with the magic cuffs steals some amulet from a prince, and so they're all fighting about that. And then the other storyline is a princess who basically wants to be a badass warrior. So that sounds interesting, and their stories like intertwine. Anyway, I'm going to get better at describing books through this booktube process, but everyone has to start somewhere. The second book I got was Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover, and I have read only one book by Colleen Hoover. I read Slammed, and I didn't really like it. I think I rated it like 3 out of 5 stars, but I wanted to give her another chance because I know a lot of people who really love her, specifically Christine from Paul Bananas Books, who's my favorite YouTuber of all time. I love her, and she loves Colleen Hoover, so I was like, okay, gotta give her another chance. And I looked through all of her books, and I picked the one that looked the most interesting. So this, basically all I know about it is that it's a girl and a guy, obviously, who are in this no strings attached relationship that probably is not going to remain that way. So yeah, that's all I need to know. The last thing I got in this little mini haul is this little Harry Potter keychain. As I said, I got this stuff on Cyber Monday, and you could get a certain deal if your order reached a certain amount, and I just needed like $4 more, so I added this keychain, and yeah, it's cute. Little Harry. So yeah. You gotta bear with me, guys, please, on this vlogging process, because I know my angles are weird, and maybe I'm boring you, but, you know, this is the start of my journey, so just, you know, stay with me and we'll go down this path together. And hopefully there'll be fun things in the future. I'm gonna keep letting you guys know my progress with Lord of Shadows. Unfortunately, I was barely able to read anything today because I was so busy, but I'm going to stop making excuses now. Okay, good night. Hey guys, it's a couple days later and it's snowing. So that means that I'm going to be reading all day today. Okay guys, I'm having a readathon day because the last like 2 days I didn't read at all because I was so busy, and I really wanted this week to be like, you know, a heavy reading week, like as you saw I had such high expectations and I was gonna read so much, but then I just didn't because I was busy. I had school and stuff. Tigger, go to the bathroom. Oh my god. I promise you guys, I'm going to finish this freaking book today, okay? I'm going to. You'll see to it. I'm on page 300, and we're currently at the London Institute, which is exciting. It's kind of sad to see how trash it is right now, and like old and dusty and not kept up with, but it's cool to see the references to the infernal devices, and Jessamine's ghost is still there. I kind of forgot about that, but that's cool, and Tally, the youngest Blackthorn, can actually see her, which I'm curious about. But yeah, it's really good. I have 70 pages left. I'm about to start the final climactic scene. Why do shadow hunters always try to sacrifice themselves? That's my question. I'm not emotionally prepared for what I'm about to read, but I must trudge on. Goodbye. Hey guys, so just finished Lord of Shadows, and it destroyed me. I had like 20 pages left last night, but I was so tired that I couldn't appreciate it fully, so I left it for this morning. And what a great way to start the day, you know? Just love death and destruction. Even though I knew what was happening because I was spoiled for the big thing that happened at the end, it still hurt a lot. I feel so out of it, you know? I feel like I'm like, what is life, you know? My heart is just grieving. Anyway, okay, if you're wondering why I'm always filming outside, it's because I live in an apartment with my mom and you can hear everything in there, and I'm really self-conscious. So every time I take my dog out, I film. It's kind of like childish, but whatever. I feel like I should give my final thoughts about this book, which I should probably wait until I've like settled, but no one's got time for that. So let's see. This book, I definitely liked it more than Lady Midnight. I mean, I liked Lady Midnight, but I feel like there were a lot slower parts in that. I feel like all the conflict came at the end. But then again, I'm not really as refreshed about what that story was, but it felt like everything was jammed at the end, and the most of it was just like, like slowly getting there. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah, I liked the conflict in this book a lot more. It felt a lot more complex. And I really liked the theme overall in this book of like, what separates the hero from the villain, because you can see in Julian that he's very, like, the parallels between Julian and the villain of the story are very close. Like, I find it weird to call the villain of the story the villain, because you kind of feel sympathetic for them, or empathetic, sympathetic, I don't know. My favorite characters were Kit and Ty. I like every chapter that was them. Every chapter started off with like Kit's sarcastic little line. I just was like, oh, this is gonna be a good chapter. I feel like Kit was like the comic relief of the story, and Ty, I just love that he's autistic. Like I think it's so interesting. I feel like I've never read a book with an autistic character, and I really love what she's done there. And he's my favorite. I think he's so cool. Like, I love his fascination with animals and bugs and like everything. And Sherlock, I'm there for that. But I love the dynamic between him and Kit, and I'm here for it for the next book. I'm scared for the next book too. But and Cassie told me some stuff that was gonna happen in Queen of Air and Darkness at the signing, and like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. I was gonna like read a contemporary romance or something after I finished Lord of Shadows, so I could give my heart a break. But now like, I can't do that. Like, I have to read the next one, but it's 900 pages, I think. I'm pretty sure it's around 900 pages, and I just put my heart and soul into Lord of Shadows, but I just gotta keep trudging, guys. I'm gonna keep reading Queen of Shadows. Isn't that a Sarah J. Maas book? Oh my god. I'm gonna just keep reading Queen of Air and Darkness, even though my heart is gonna be like obliterated, but I'm gonna keep going. And this vlog is probably ending here. I'm really sorry. It was really crappy, but I have no idea what I'm doing, as I've said before, and this is just the beginning, alright? I'm gonna learn. So bear with me. Maybe you want to stay for the journey. Click that subscribe button. Alright. I feel like I didn't end that well enough. I liked it. 5 out of 5 stars. Met Cassie. That was basically the video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I know I said I ended the vlog, but I was just watching Christine from Poem Bananas Books video, and in the comments someone pointed out that one scene in Lord of Shadows, Livy was telling Kit, like, the myth, theory, whatever, that in Idris, whenever the clock chimes the hour, heaven opens for a little bit, and then the last line in the book after you know who dies, the clock chimed the hour. How does Cassie do this to us? How did I miss it? I don't know. I'm just gonna be staring at the wall for an hour, don't mind me.